guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for coming back. For those of you who don't already know me, my name is Mercy. I am a BSN RN, and this channel was created to help you guys with the little advice I do have on nursing, health, lifestyle, fitness, and all that good stuff. So if you're new to my channel, please don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. I appreciate the love and support I get from you guys. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Today's video, as you can tell from the title, is going to be how to decide if nursing is a career for you. A lot of times on Facebook and Instagram, a lot of my friends or people who don't know me send me messages asking me, how did you decide on nursing? How is it going for you? How did it work out for you? How did you know you wanted to be a nurse? So I just wrote down a few things that may help you with the decision of going into nursing. And this is in no order at all. I'm just going to list them as I go. But one thing I will say, before you go into nursing, I've heard a lot of people say this before. Even in nursing school, I used to hear people say this all the time. I'm not a people person. I can't deal with people. I just like to go to work, do my work, and go home. Well, if that's the kind of attitude you have, nursing is not for you. Because especially with bedside nursing, with any nursing actually, but especially bedside nursing, you are dealing with families, you're dealing with the patient, you're dealing with co-workers. If the patient's room is a shared room, you're dealing with the other patient and their family, and you're dealing with the doctors, the social workers, the PCA, the unit clerk. You deal with so many people in one shift. It's unbelievable. And you have to know how to respect whatever relationship you have with each and every one of those people in order for you to have a productive and successful workday. So if you have the kind of mentality of, I'm not a people person, I can't work with people, then nursing may not be for you. And the second thing I would say is people who take themselves too serious and people who think they're better than everybody because they have a degree. Again, nursing is not for you. Usually a BSN degree is anywhere between 4 or 5 years, and an RN is between, I want to say 2 to 3 years. Everybody knows how hard it is to get a nursing degree. You have to jump through so many hoops before you get there. Because people go through so much to become a nurse, some people feel like, okay, I have arrived and everybody should respect me because I am an RN or I am a BSN or I have a master's degree. But as a nurse, you have to be very humble. Nursing is very humbling because you have that RN badge, but you are basically like a servant. You're fetching water for people. Sometimes you have to clean diapers. Yes, you have to clean diapers. You have to clean poop. You have to clean urine. Sometimes people puke on you. Sometimes you go to feed patients their medication and they spit it back at you. Most times you go to work with a clean, nice uniform, and by the time your shift is over, you have a tie-dye outfit. That's what makes nursing, because you need to get ready to get your hands dirty. And you can't be the kind of person that says, I'm a nurse, so if you want water, I gotta go get the PCA because that's not what I signed up for. Sometimes the patient will ask you to please get them a cup of water or a cup of ice, some snacks and stuff like that. Some nurses find that very disrespectful. They think, I'm a nurse. How dare you ask me to go and fetch you water? I can't be cleaning poop all day. I can't be changing diapers and cleaning the floors or doing this and doing that. It's not what you sign up for, but it is what you sign up for. That's what holistic nursing is. You are that patient's eyes and ears and legs when they can't do anything for themselves. You're the one who's there to do it for them. So if you have that kind of mentality that you're bigger and better than everybody, then I'm sorry to say nursing is not for you. Another misconception that I have found that people have is that the money in nursing is so good, therefore everybody can go into nursing. If you go into nursing because of the money, once again, the nursing is not for you because you will never get paid enough for what you do as a nurse. The income is decent, especially depending on where you work or depending on your experience or what you bring to the table. The income can be very stable and very good as far as good goes. But if you go into nursing solely because you think you're going to make money, then you are in the wrong career because, as I said, you will never get paid enough for what you do as a nurse. You are the patient's friend. You are the patient's advisor. You are an educator. You are teaching every single thing to your patient. You are the patient's advocate. You are the family's advocate. You are there to answer the caseworkers and your co-worker and the doctor's questions. And it's a lot of responsibility. And if you just think I'm going to show up to work for 12 hours and do my nursing thing and go home and get paid, nursing is not for you. You have to rethink your career. Another important one. Now, this one is kind of silly, but it's true. If you are not a good actor, nursing is not for you. Let me explain what I mean by that. Nursing can be very stressful when you think about all the things you have to deal with as a nurse. You know, dealing with your coworkers, the families, all the other responsibility you have as a nurse. It can be kind of stressful, and sometimes it can ruin your day, but you have to have the ability to put your best foot forward. You have to have the ability to leave all that stress within you and put a big smile on your face to make your patients happy, because those people are at their worst. They are sick. These are people who are high-functioning people, or who used to be high-functioning people. Now they have to wait on somebody else to do every single thing for them. And if you walk in there with your attitude and, oh my God, I'm having a bad day, I don't even want to talk about it, and they can tell, they can sense in your face. Have you ever gone to a restaurant where the waiter was very rude and unfriendly? It ruins your whole experience. It makes, I don't care how good the food is or how pretty the environment is, it ruins everything for you. It's the same thing with nursing. When you go to a nursing facility or a hospital where the nurses are mean and rude and unfriendly, it ruins everything for you, and it kind of makes the patients not want to learn. And our job as nurses is to educate and advocate. And if you're teaching a patient something with an attitude and you don't even look like you're interested, that patient is not going to want to learn anything from you, and they will end up getting discharged and getting readmitted because their whole experience was not right. You know, so you have to be able to act. You have to be able to put your best self forward. I don't care what's going on with you outside of that room. When you walk into that room, let that patient be the center of your attention. Let that patient feel like they're the only person in that hospital that you have responsibility of. Don't make them feel like you're in a rush because you have to go see another patient, or you have so much going on that you don't have time to sit there and do small talk with them. I mean, some patients talk a lot, but you can't really blame them. You know, there are ways to get out of small talk. There are nicer ways to do it. But if you're just rude about it, that patient will remember that experience for the rest of their life. And that's not the kind of message you want to send to people as a nurse. So that's something to keep in mind as well. One last thing I will say about nursing before you go into nursing is have some patience and some compassion. I know this sounds crazy, but I have also met a lot of nurses who are impatient and very, very mean and rude to people. As I said before, when you're nursing people, you are meeting them at their worst. You are meeting them when they can't do anything for themselves, when they depend on you to do everything for them. And sometimes their ability to learn and to perceive things and to take things in is lower than what it used to be. So you have to have that patience and compassion to teach them. It can be the simplest thing. You have to be able to teach people at a, I don't know, second or third grade level, and do it in a nice and respectful way, because when you're in pain or when you're miserable or when you just got a horrible diagnosis, the last thing you want somebody to do is to shove information down your throat and be mad at you for not taking it in as fast as they want you to take it in. You have to be compassionate. You have to have the ability to just step into that person's shoes, to empathize with these people and see where they're coming from. What if this was your loved ones? What if this was your child, your husband, your father, your friend? How would you want another nurse to treat them? This is the kind of mentality you want to have as a nurse. So that's all the advice I can think of, guys. I'm sure there are many more ways out there to decide if nursing is for you. And if you have any more that I missed in this video, please don't forget to leave a comment down below to share with other people that may need to hear this information. There are a lot of people out there who want to go into nursing, but they don't know. They just don't know if nursing is for them, and they want to hear from real life nurses or people who have experience with nursing. to see if this is really for them. So I hope this video was helpful to you guys. If you have any details or questions for me, please leave it in the comments down below. I appreciate you guys. And please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. There is somebody out there waiting to hear this message, so please don't hesitate to share with them. I want to say thank you guys so much for supporting my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.